Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if we're friends. So I don't know about you guys, but this retrograde has been revealing a lot of things to me, and by this retrograde I mean all of these. Currently there are 6 planets in retrograde, so I'm going to share a little bit about them, shed some light on what it's going to bring into our lives so we can survive these retrogrades and grow from it too. So first is one that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, which is Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Mercury retrograde brings a lot of your past into the present. Being in Cancer is going to bring forth a lot of things that you need to shift into nourishing, bringing in some of that maternal energy, reparenting yourself. This can be shown by communicating your needs and reassessing how you react to conflict. So something that I've noticed is whenever I feel like I said something to hurt someone, or if I feel like I did something wrong, I would get really passive aggressive and do the silent treatment. And I recently did that with a friend. I thought I said something to upset her, so I sort of like threw a silent temper tantrum, which is something that I used to do when I was a kid. And I realized that it started when I felt like I upset my mom, or she did something to upset me. And I would go to my room and I would isolate myself, and I would just sit in there for hours. I wouldn't talk to anyone, I wouldn't eat anything. And I did that in hopes that she would see that I'm hurt without telling her that I was hurt. It's because I didn't feel like I had the space to effectively communicate my feelings. Anyway, I realized that I don't have to continue this cycle, that I can communicate my needs and I can develop strong relationships, and I don't have to give away the authority of my own feelings. So basically, Mercury retrograde is going to help you get better at communication, taking care of your own needs. It's a good time to do some reflection on your inner world and your immediate environment. So just to check in to see how things are operating. Life is supposed to be enjoyable, so do your best to take care of yourself and make sure that you're comfortable. So Neptune is also in retrograde in the dreamy sign of Pisces. This energy is going to reveal old patterns and boundaries that are hindering your growth now that you've grown past their purpose. So you might find yourself witnessing old patterns come up and realizing that you don't have to live by these old narratives, like your survival tactics are no longer needed. For me, it was a lot of realizing that I don't have to keep people at a distance to feel safe, and that I can let my guard down. And I'm still working on it, but it's almost like I can observe myself now when I'm reacting in ways that support the old narrative. I'm kind of saying to myself, like, why are you acting like this? Like, why are you behaving like this? But that's good, because I can really sit there and ask myself, why am I acting like this? Why am I behaving this way? And get to the root of where those patterns started, so I can create new narratives and a new story for myself. It's also a good time to witness oneness within yourself and amongst others. To survive Neptune retrograde, you want to practice kindness and patience with yourself, and especially with others. Journaling for self-reflection can also be really helpful during this time. So Jupiter is in retrograde in Capricorn also. This energy is going to encourage you to narrow your focus on the bigger picture. So whatever goals you've had in mind for the future, for years and years to come, you're going to get a clearer sense on the why and the how. So like I talked about in my full moon video, this is a good time to check in on the steps you're taking towards that goal. This is a good time to check in on the steps that you're taking to achieve those goals, to adjust them, break them down even further, to write them all out, give yourself some sort of guideline. Whatever your process is, or if you don't have a process in place that's really motivating you, or you feel like you're not really seeing any results or progress, to develop a new process and find something that works for you. You might also feel low energy and a bit lethargic at this time. I've been feeling that a lot lately. You might not necessarily feel motivated, even though you have like tons of ideas coming in, but that's okay. Just make sure that you're nourishing your mind, your body, and your spirit. Surround yourself with things that uplift you, that inspire you. Eat healthy foods, eat plant-based foods whenever you can. Drink a lot of water, and just think of this as a resting period before you really go full throttle. So Saturn has moved during its retrograde right now from Aquarius to Capricorn. This time is really special because Saturn won't be in retrograde again until December this year, and once it's in Aquarius again, it's going to stay there for about 2.5 years, and from there it's going to help usher in the shift into the age of Aquarius. So it's important that you do the work now, so that way when that energy comes back into place, you'll feel ready, and when the new age comes, you'll be able to flourish. So during this retrograde, you're going to see the fruit of your efforts. Think back to a few years ago when you made plans and goals, and you might realize that you've obtained some of these things. Some of your desires have been fulfilled. So take stock of everything around you. This is also a good time to establish new routines, to see if you're enjoying yourself, seeing if you're making good use of your free time, just to see if you're really taking care of you. Saturn is giving you a message of encouragement. It's a good time to focus on self-care and maybe instill some positive affirmations to get rid of some negative thought form and help build some confidence, because you are capable of so much, and it's really important to believe in yourself and start thinking about December and beyond, so when 2021 is here you can feel proud of what you've accomplished. So the last planet in retrograde is Pluto, my boy Pluto. Pluto is also in Capricorn. To keep it at a personal level, Pluto is giving you energy to get rid of any manipulative or forceful factors in your life. So this can be from people, this can be from addictions, any obsessive or compulsive behavior, anything that you've been clinging on to, dead it. We are moving on. I also talked about this in my full moon video, but if you're the one exhibiting any toxic behaviors in your relationship, this is a good time to do self-reflection. Ask yourself, is it worth it to act like this? Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel good behaving this way? Do you feel fulfilled? Hold yourself accountable so that way you can become a better person for yourself and others, and you can continue your spiritual growth. Okay, so that was a lot to discuss. Hopefully you feel more empowered after all this information. As of right now, this is happening during the last eclipse in a cycle of eclipses, which means that right now everything that you're experiencing is meant for you to experience. You're on your path and you can grow from any and all obstacles. I also want to thank you for all the love I got on my last video. All my new subscribers, I see you. If you found any of this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up to show that it resonated with you in any way. Subscribe if you want to hang out again next week. I'd love to see you, and I will see you at my next video. Bye.